Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Manisha Tyagi, and today we are going to learn educational management. And in educational management, we will be learning Module 1, Unit 1, and topic for today is Principles of Educational Management. Now, let us understand what is educational management. Now, there are two words, one is education and other one is management. So when we combine both the words together, that becomes educational management. It means whenever we use the principles of management in the field of education, that is called as educational management. And according to Kothari Commission, it has been said that education is one instrument to bring change in the society, and it is through managing education process in general. This is possible through educational management. Now, let us know who gave all these principles of educational management. The principles of educational management have been given by Mr. Henry Fayol, and he is widely acknowledged as a founder of modern management methods. According to Henry Fayol, there are 14 principles of management. The first one is division of work, second, authority and responsibility, third, discipline, fourth, unity of command, fifth, unity of direction, sixth, subordination of individuals' interest to general interest, seventh, remuneration of staff, eighth, centralization, 9, scalar chain, 10, order, 11, equity, 12, stability tenure of personnel, 13, initiative, and 14, spirit corps. Today, we will see only 3 principles of educational management. So first, let us understand the first principle, that is known as division of work. According to this principle, work should be divided among individuals and groups according to specialization. Specialization allows the individual to build up experience and continuously improve the skills. Thereby, he can be more productive. Division of work is the best way to use human resources of the institution. Now let us discuss second principle, that is authority and responsibility. If the work is allotted to a staff, then he should be given the requisite authority to carry out that work. Then only he or she can function properly. Authority is accompanied by responsibility. When staff is given authority, he or she should be held responsible for the same task, because authority and responsibility, they go hand in hand. Now let us discuss third principle, and third principle is known as the principle of discipline. Discipline is essential for the smooth running of an institution. Discipline helps the institution to accomplish its goals. Good discipline is the result of effective leadership, and penalties should be applied judiciously to encourage this common effort. So today, just do the quick recap, as we have seen 3 principles of management. First is division of work, second is authority and responsibility, and third is discipline. So I hope you have understood the 3 principles of management which are given by Henry Fayol, and the remaining principles we will be studying in the next lecture. Thank you so much.